Before the UPSC Mains 2026, I published a list of predicted questions from all the GS paper and uploaded in my Telegram channel. This is a clip from that list, and now see this question which came in the UPSC Mains examination General Studies paper 1, which was held today. If you see minutely, you can clearly see that the question on Macaulay's minute was predicted by me multiple times in my prediction list. Guys, this clearly proves that UPSC Mains examination is not a random examination. It is quite predictable if you understand the demand and the trend of the examination. Guys, today I'm going to analyze the entire GS paper 1. I will do the source analysis of all questions. I'll give you the exact sources you need to follow for next year mains examination. Also, I'm going to do the PYQ linkages so that you understand how to approach UPSC mains 2027 using the PYQs and the standard sources which I'm going to share with you. Guys, this is a very important video. If you are preparing for 2027, please do watch till the end. Guys, my name is Santosh Pandey. I have cracked the prelims examination 6 out of 6 times. I have cracked mains 4 out of 6 times. And you can see I have scored very decent marks in my prelims and mains examination. And I mentor students. You can contact me if you need my guidance through this number. Let's start. So the very first question was from ancient India. You can see here, analyze the importance of Ashokan inscription for reconstructing Mauryan history. Guys, this question directly is a static question which is given in the NCERT. Here, I have always told that please refer the old NCERT class 11th and class 12th book. This is the real source for ancient history. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so this is clearly given in this book. You can go to that. Also, guys, if you have my mains master notes, you can see in the mains master notes we have covered inscriptions of the Ashokan Empire and the Mauryan Empire. You can see here. So this was a direct question, and not only that, guys, if you have gone through the PYQs of history optional, okay, so guys, I recommend every one of you that for history what you need to do is that go through the PYQs of the history optional. Okay, you can see here multiple times question. You can see 1993, okay, Ashokan edicts. Okay, next you can see here, write a brief essay on inscription of Ashoka. Examine the sources of information of Mauryan dynasty, throw light on historical significance of Ashoka's inscription. Next, recently you can see 2017, the concept of Ashoka's Dhammas as found through his inscription has its roots in Vedic Upanishad literature. You can see multiple times Ashokan inscription have come in the history optional. So I would like to recommend for at least history, okay, history particularly art and culture, ancient India, please go through the PYQs. Okay, this is very helpful, very helpful. And if you go through our mains master notes, so in our mains master notes I have tried to incorporate the important PYQs of the history optionals also. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Next question I've already shown you. You can see, discuss the impact of Macaulay's minute on colonial administration and education in India. Why I predicted this question? Okay, why I predicted this question? You can see this is the Prime Minister's statement. This year Prime Minister had said that PM Modi calls for ending Macaulay's legacy of mental slavery. Okay, you can see again President says Macaulay's conspiracy instilled a sense of inferiority among the Indians. So you can see here that multiple times reference was made to Macaulay, and that's the reason I had predicted this question multiple times in my mains batch. Guys, in my mains batch I take daily answer writing session where I discuss 5 to 6 questions daily. Okay, and you can see on 28th November, okay, 2 questions I had discussed on Macaulay because of the Prime Minister's statement. So guys, if you are preparing for next year 2027, one thing you have to be very careful, current affairs. Even the question looks very static. This question is a static question, but the motivation for this question comes from the current affairs. Guys, in my answer writing sessions, I'm covering current affairs in detail. It can save you a lot of time. You need not read multiple newspapers, you need not read multiple editorials. I will choose the most relevant ones and I will discuss this every day. The class happens at 10 p.m. Okay, you can get in touch through this Telegram number, and through this number you can contact me if you need that session. Okay, so you can see here directly this question has come from the current affairs, and it was a predictable question, and I had predicted this. I had discussed this in my DPS classes. Also guys, you can see here again in the history optional, you can see multiple times questions have come on the theme of education policy of the East India Company. Let's move on to the next question. The next question guys, significance of Gandhian movement lay in masses they mobilized. Guys, Gandhiji is a very important theme. Multiple questions have come already in CSE. These are CSE PYQs. You can see here multiple questions have come, and I have also discussed in my DPS class. You can see 2nd of October. Okay, you can see here, 2nd of October is a very important day for Gandhiji. You can see assess the contribution of Mahatma Gandhi in freedom struggle. So you can see this question also I have discussed in my DPS session. So guys, in DPS sessions, what I do, whenever some dates are there, important dates are there, I discuss all the relevant questions on that day. Okay, so for example, 2nd October, Gandhiji's day. So I have discussed this question in my DPS session. Okay, and this very easy one, everyone could have easily answered this. But my point here is that this is the PYQ theme which has been repeated. Mahatma Gandhi has been repeated multiple times in the last 10-15 years in the UPSC GS Mains examination. So this was an expected question. In my mains master notes, guys, you can see role of Mahatma Gandhi in transforming the Indian freedom struggle. I have discussed in detail. You can see mobilization of the masses. So therefore, I tell every one of you, please read my mains master notes. Do not try to make your own notes. These notes are quite good, and attend my mains answer writing sessions which I conduct daily. Next, you can see the question Fujiwara effect. Explain the impact on the movement and intensity of tropical cyclones. Guys, this is also taken from the current affairs. You can see here 2nd of June 2020, 22nd, 26th of June 2026. You can see here Japan cancels 120 flights as twin storms approach. So guys, you can see here in 2024, okay, 2024 mains examination also, they have given you a term based question on cyclones. You can see twisters. That year they gave twisters, and now they gave Fujiwara effect. Okay, and Fujiwara effect has been in news for last 2 years multiple times. Okay, in our like prelims notes it is mentioned. It was not mentioned in our mains classes, that's why I have not mentioned here, but it was a current affairs question. And if you have analyzed the PYQs, you can see here term-based questions from cyclones are coming in the past also. Okay. Now let us move to the next question. Next question, guys. Tundra region are ecologically fragile but economically important. Examine the statement. Guys, you can see here Greenland is in news. You can see why this question. Okay, Greenland. And that is why I had given why Greenland emerging as the center of global power politics. 19th of Jan 2026. Trump had threatened to take Greenland. So Tundra region, we can link to Greenland. Yes or no, guys? Tell me. So you can see how question setters are thinking. You have to always think from the perspective how question setters are thinking. Okay, like because of the mineral resources, and because of the climate change. Okay, these regions are becoming important. Now, next. Discuss the role of alluvial process in desertification and land degradation. You can see multiple times I have discussed in my DPS classes, answer writing classes. Even I have given a mains master card also on this. You can have a look at it. Okay. So this is given in the NCERT also. If you have read NCERT book, this is given this static question. Okay. So if you have read NCERT properly, the chapter name is landforms. You could have easily answered this question. It is a doable question. Next, water resources are both assets and source of conflict in South Asia. You can see exactly word to word same question I had framed in my answer writing class. You can see 2nd of July 2025. The depleting water resource may lead to social conflicts and disputes. You can see here. Why this question? Because of the Indus Water Treaty, there was revocation, like kind of abeyance. Okay, India revoked the Indus Water Treaty, and even the India-Bangladesh Ganga Water Treaty was in news. So because of this, you can see they have asked South Asia water disputes. Okay, so India, Pakistan, and India, Bangladesh. Even India, China. Guys, what is China doing? China is basically building a dam on Brahmaputra river. This also I have discussed multiple times. This was an expected question. Multiple times I have given this question. So see, understand the mindset of the question setters. That's why this session is not only to show that I have predicted most of the questions. It's not a show off. I want to tell you that UPSC exam is predictable examination if you have the right guidance, if you have the right approach, if you really understand the PYQs and the trend. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. Very easy question. Unity and diversity directly from the syllabus. Challenges of communalism and regionalism. Again, you can see directly from the mains master notes. And this question I have discussed in my DPS class 4th of March 2026. You can see discuss the challenges of national integration, suggest measures to strengthen it. Guys, all these DPS sessions I have made a trial in my portal. 2026 course I have made trial. You can go and cross check all these sessions. 4th of March, go and you can see I have discussed this question or not. Okay. Next, you can see this question, guys, disability. Okay, question on disability. You can see directly this question came in the prelims. Again, they repeated. Why they have repeated? Because this act, Persons of Disability Rights Act, is completing 10 years. And that is why this question came. So you can see most of the questions in the mains examination, the motivation is coming from the current affairs. Okay, so many people will tell you, okay, a lot of mentors will tell you, okay, current affairs is not important, don't run after current affairs, just do the static, just do the static. But what to focus on static, what to focus in static, from where do we get to know? Do we read each and every word written in the static syllabus? Do we read each and every chapter with the same focus? No, only things which are in current affairs, those things are important. So even static, if you want to kind of master, there also current affairs will come into play. Current affairs is very important. And guys, if you are attending my DPS sessions, the mains answer writing sessions, where I'm covering daily current affairs from the newspapers, Hindu and Indian Express. Next, this is a easy question, guys, and there is no reference in my answer writing class on this topic. This is an easy question. Social empowerment to digital technology. You can easily answer this question. Multiple types of angles you can give. Okay. Next, Vijayanagar architecture. Again, taken directly from the NCRT and given in our mains master notes also. And this I have discussed in my DPS sessions. Okay, 24 of June 2026, just few months before. Just few months before, you can see Vijayanagar Empire's contribution to culture and economy are testament to India's history. So you can see here, okay, most of the questions I had discussed in my DPS sessions, or they are directly from our mains master notes. Next question, guys, you can see linguistic reorganization of Indian states was driven by popular pressure from the below. Why this question came? I had predicted this. I had told this question is going to come. The reason was, you can see here, 125th birth anniversary of Poti Sri Malu. Okay, a leader who led to the linguistic demand for the state, and the first state was created, which was Andhra Pradesh on linguistic lines. And this is a question I had discussed in my DPS session multiple times. You can see State Reorganization Act 1956 was a watershed moment in India's political integration. You can see this. There is a proof. There is a proof, and you can see this popular pressure dimension was the protest. So, do you still think that UPSC mains is an unpredictable exam? Is a random exam? Do you still believe in that? Okay. After seeing this, I don't think there is any doubt should you be having. Okay, after this, I can assure you guys, if you prepare properly throughout the year, just 1 hour, if you attend my session daily, 1 hour only, because this 1 hour I'll give you 5 to 6 very important questions. I'm discussing it. Entire content I'm preparing and I'm discussing it. You can just attend the class, understand how to write intro, how to write body, how to write conclusion, and just do these questions. Okay, because these questions I'm preparing after doing a lot of analysis of the newspapers and the PYQs. Okay, now let's move to the next question. The next question, guys, model of planned economy was adopted in India to address regional imbalances we have left behind the colonial rule. Guys, you can see this in UPSC PYQ, okay, CSE They have already asked regional disparity multiple times. And I had given a question, indirect question. You can see here, this is the 3rd of June 2025. Critically comment economic model adopted by Nehru after independence. So not a direct, but indirectly it is related. Yes, it is upon the economic policy which was adopted after the independence. This was the question I had discussed because there was an article in the Hindu newspaper. Guys, I'm telling you, most of the current affairs motivation is coming from the Hindu newspaper. Okay. Next, this is a static, guys, given in the NCRTs, standard textbook like GC Leong, and in our mains master notes also we have discussed this. Very easy. I'm not going to discuss that. Next question, guys, analyze the role of satellite based technologies in achieving climate smart agriculture and food security. Directly from our notes, you can see space technology in agriculture. And I have discussed a similar question in our DPS session also. 16th of July 2025, discussed the India's achievement in the field of space technology, how it can help in socio-economic development. You can see directly from the mains master notes. Next, question number 16. Center for Global Trade is gradually shifting from Atlantic to Indo-Pacific. Not a very tough question. You can easily manage. It can be easily managed. Guys, Indo-Pacific is becoming the real region where, like, okay, so this is an indirect, okay, not direct. So I'm not claiming this. This is an indirect question. Now, next question, guys. Major drivers of human-induced land use change in India and their geographical consequences, directly from the NCRT. Directly. Next is caste disappearing in urban India, directly from the PYQs. You can see this PYQ exact question. Just reframing this. This is reframing of this question. And in our mains MasterCard, you can see I have already given this caste system and it changes. So, guys, two things you will discover. Okay, PYQs and current affairs. These are the two aspects, and you should have one page note on each and every topic of the syllabus. Guys, I have prepared one pager note. You can see like this on all important topics of the syllabus, which will help you to revise it multiple times. Guys, in UPSC, you can only write good answers if you revise it multiple times. Okay, this question also, guys, you can see critically examine the challenges of demographic transition in contemporary India. Again, taken from the current affairs. Guys, this year, multiple articles came in the newspaper on demographic transition. Guys, India has reached a TFR, okay, below replacement level. It has reached 1.9, and that is a very important achievement. And multiple articles came in the Hindu newspaper. You can see one example only I'm showing. And you can see multiple times I have discussed this in my DPS sessions. You can see 5th of March, demographic transition. Again, you can see demographic transition, 77th of June 2026. Then 11th of October 2025, demographic transition. Multiple questions I have given. And you can see exactly the question came in the exam. And this is the last question. Okay, okay. So this is a card also I have made. Okay, demographic transition. You can have a look at it. Okay. Now the last question was the Gen Z. Okay, Gen Z revolt, youths. Again, you can see here. Just see. Multiple times in the last 3 months I have discussed this. Challenges faced by the youths. Okay, what is cockroach movement? Why youths are rallying behind it? Okay, what do you understand Gen Z? Discuss the major issues by Gen Z. You can see here. Exactly, this question is also taken from the current affairs. Now you can easily see how many questions have been taken from the current affairs. Guys, that's why I tell you, if you have the right guidance, UPSC mains exam is the easiest one. It is easier than the prelims examination. Anyone can crack the mains examination if he has good static notes. You can refer my mains master notes and mains master card. I have prepared one pager note also, crux note. And if you follow current affairs properly, if you don't have time to read current affairs, like if you don't have time to read Hindu and Indian Express on your own, and if you're not able to decide, okay, which are the important topics for the mains perspective, attend my DPS sessions. Attend my DPS sessions. You can see most of the questions have come from my DPS sessions. And I will make all these sessions trial. Go to my 2026 course and you can watch these dates and you can just check yourself these questions are there or not. So guys, again I would like to appeal that if you like this video, please do share it with your friends, and this is my number, you can connect with me. Thank you.